Hi, my name is Vernon Estey. I'm a Democrat running for Vermont State Senate, representing Windham County. I volunteered for the Air Force during the Vietnam era, and I was an air policeman at the time. I used my GI Bill to go to school, became an economist, got a scholarship to become a graduate in the economics field, and at 36, I went to law school because I was a zealous supporter of energy conservation and I wanted to be able to be more effective in public policy. I have worked for state government for over 30 years and I'm continuing to serve the government and the people that I want to represent. I'm currently the representative member of Brattleboro Town Committee. I'm also on the Finance Committee. I'm a zoning officer in Dover, Vermont. I volunteer at the Brattleboro Museum, and I've been volunteering as Commissioner of Aging and Handicap, an incorporator of Boys and Girls Club, many others over the years. I picked Vermont to retire to. I could have gone anywhere. I could have gone to a low-tax state. I could have gone to Barcelona. But I picked Vermont because it has beautiful country. It has very generous people. And it has just a great way of life. You all know that. I also picked Windham County to represent because I believe it deserves more. When I become a legislator, I'm going to listen to Windham County voters. I'm not going to be a go-along, get-along senator. I am not looking for a political career, becoming the next U.S. senator, U.S. representative, or even the governor. I intend to live in Windham County and represent Windham County. I'm going to listen to the voters. Sometimes I'm going to agree with them. Sometimes I'm going to get smarter from listening to them. That's my hope. I will speak on your behalf and I will listen. I will reason with reasonable people. I will negotiate with people who want to negotiate. And I will talk to those who will listen to me. I'm not taking any outside funds. I'm not taking any campaign contributions. Not taking any PAC money or special interest money. Not taking any out-of-state money. That's probably why you don't know a lot about me, because I'm not flooding the airwaves with political advertisements or robocalls. You can find out a lot about my positions by looking at my Facebook page. It's the only website I have, waynevernon.estey.5. I don't know where the 5 comes from, but that's the address on Facebook. Now, I'm not going to make everyone happy with my positions. Hopefully, I will make enough people happy that they'll vote for me. I don't expect you to turn the TV off right now because you heard something I said you liked. I hope you don't turn the TV off because you heard something I said that you didn't like. I'm a mixed bag, but I promise to do my best. No candidate is exactly perfect. Hopefully, I will be more than halfway towards your positions. I'm asking for your vote. I need your vote. Only 1 out of 5 Vermonters voted in the Democratic primary. That means every one of you will be voting on behalf of 4 other people. I fully expect you to vote in your self-interest. Also think about the 4 other people who can't or won't vote. You're also voting on their best interests. The action items I am advocating are sensible gun legislation. Mostly what's passed recently is meaningless, and I have to say ineffective. It's a lot of feel-good legislation. I am seriously interested in economic development, and I believe that starts with early childhood education and child care. no matter what the fair wage is or how many job opportunities there are, if there are no places for double working parents to bring their children, they're not moving to Vermont. They're also not going to move to Vermont if they don't have cell service. A lot of people don't want cell service. They don't even have TVs or want them. But that generation considers cell service and high-speed broadband to be as necessary as clean water and clean air, which Vermont already has a lot of. Those who say that you can't have good cell service or internet in Vermont because of the mountains, I remind them 150 years ago, they drilled a hole right through the mountain in order to bring an economic development called the Hoosick Railroad. I can't believe they can't string a wire over that same mountain. Low-cost energy conservation is also important. You can have all the renewable energy you want, but energy growth continues. You need to use less energy in order to get control on our environment that we love and want to protect. By bringing people here and reducing energy consumption, your actual taxes will go down. Now, every politician says that. They're going to reduce your taxes. Well, when you have more people here and they're sharing the tax burden, and you're paying less in utility bills, which are a significant portion of the taxes you pay, they're silent. The no tax pledge aside, utility taxes seem to creep up regardless. Want to rethink or abandon school consolidation. I think it's a 19th century solution to a 21st century problem. There is no need to take the teachers, students, and coaches out of small rural towns and consolidate them under the control of Montpelier. I also believe we need to relocate some state executive agencies into the rural areas. Majority of state executive agency employees are in Montpelier and Burlington. The growth rate there is 14%. The average growth rate in Vermont is negative. That means the rest of Vermont has a seriously negative growth rate. There's nothing wrong with moving a Public Utility Commission to Vernon, where they're making a bunch of decisions that'll last decades, or the Arts Commission to Bellows Falls, or how about a full-time DMV in Dummerston, or the VTran Road and Salt Station open when it's snowing instead of having to wait for salt. Business and young people need high-quality broadband service. Vermont's Clean Water Act sounds great. Mom, apple pie, who would be against clean water? Except the burden that falls on small rural communities has the potential to double their budgets. They can't afford that. One size does not fit all of Vermont. I'm asking again for your vote. I want to thank Mark and all you listeners for having me here and listening to what I have to say. Tell somebody about what you heard. You're not going to hear any of this from the other candidates. I haven't heard any of it so far. You need to keep young Vermonters in Vermont and bring young people and families to Vermont. We need to reduce the opioid crisis by stopping the next generation from becoming victims of drug abuse. That's where early childhood, good quality, affordable child care comes in. Maybe we need to hold some of the opioid purveyors responsible, considered what they did with big tobacco. There's no reason that can't happen to big opioid too. I want to prevent a new generation from becoming unemployable or addicted. Thank you very much for listening to me. Contact me. Look at what's on my Facebook page, WayneVernon.Estey.5. Thank you very much.